Hello everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Let's Talk Stamps. In my previous video, I shared 6 essential tips for beginners to start a stamp collection, and I've been blown away and so happy by how it's been received. I've received a lot of comments, and I want to take a moment to thank you all so much for taking the time to share your personal stamp journey with me, as well as some important suggestions and feedback. In the previous 2 videos, we have talked a little bit about my personal stamp journey and why I think this is the absolute best time for people to start getting into philately and stamp collecting, as well as what you need to begin your journey in this amazing hobby. In case you haven't watched those, this is a good time to pause this video and get caught up to speed. Don't worry, I will include the links to both videos in the description so you can catch up. Now, after you have watched those videos, you are probably excited to start browsing for stamps to include in your collection. Stay tuned for the entire video while I show you several online websites to buy postage stamps, including mint stamps, without breaking the bank. This is especially important for beginners who may be on a shoestring budget and looking to buy stamps, but maybe not quite sure where to start. By the way, the following places I'm about to suggest are all places where I buy stamps, so I wanted to be candid with you and let you know that I personally use all these websites. Trust is important when online shopping, and I have only had positive experiences with these stamps websites, so I wanted to make sure you know that. I will also include the website links to all these sites in the description for you to view. The first website I want to tell you about is called LBD Topical Stamps. This is a great website to buy stamps because it is not only affordable to purchase stamps, including mint stamps, but the website has an amazing functionality that actually allows the customer to explore stamps through keyword, topic, and country search. This is a great tool. It's very convenient for stamp collectors. Because let's say I'm interested in buying Indian postage stamps. All we need to do is sort down in the scroll bar to find Indian postage stamps. By the way, as I'm recording this screen, you may not be able to see the drop-down list menu of all the different countries, but believe me, they are there. So let's go ahead and find India among all the countries listed, and we're going to select that and give it a moment. Now you can see all of these excellent Indian postage stamps, and you can see some really beautiful mint stamps here. They have the description, they have the price, so you can see various price ranges, but you'll notice some of the price ranges listed can be a little expensive. So let's say we are on a budget, we're just starting out, we want to sort by lowest cost first. Well, all we do is go to the sort by menu and select price lowest first, and that will organize stamps starting with the lowest cost. And as you can see, there's some really beautiful Indian postage stamps, quality stamps that are under a quarter. Stamps for 30 cents, 35 cents. This is a really great functionality for us to look at if we want to organize stamps just by cost. You can see there's a lot to choose from. But let's say, just for fun, we wanted to see what the most expensive stamps are. Well, to do that, we just go back to the sort by menu bar at the top, and we want to find where it says price highest first. And as we can see here, yeah, there's stamps that can be about $60, $25. I mean, they're certainly more expensive. The higher you go, the more valuable, the more rare perhaps, or the quality, the condition. But once again, this is a really organized tool for us to shop online based on country. So these are just examples of Indian postage stamps to browse. Now let's move away from specific countries for a moment and look at topics. Some collectors like to focus and specialize in a particular topic. And with the sort by feature up here, we can explore what is offered. So let's clear the India country bar and select any, so that allows any country. And by topic, let's scroll down to, let's try birds. Let's look for birds under topics. Let's say we're interested in birds. This is something I'm not particularly knowledgeable in. So let's select birds and see what shows up. So you can see there are many different stamps to choose from featuring birds. You will notice that the price is still ranked highest first based on our previous search. And so these can be quite expensive, obviously. But because we are new and we're just starting out, let's modify our search to lowest first. So we're going to want to go back to the sort by menu bar and select this time price lowest first. So you can see this is really nice. This is a really beautiful way to look at some gorgeous postage stamps of birds. These are really cheap. These are under $1. You can find many stamps that are in mint condition under $1, especially if you're just starting out. If you are on a budget, as many of us are, you can find some quality thematic stamps about birds at very reasonable prices. So, this is really nice for beginners who are looking to buy stamps online. As we look at some of these stamps, what do we do if we actually want to buy something? For instance, I really like this first stamp that we see here, this Japanese stamp featuring a bird. Let's take a look by clicking on it, and it takes us to a separate page with more detailed information about the stamp, the catalog number, the price. This is 17 cents. It allows us the opportunity that if we want to buy it, we can select add to cart, which I'm going to do right now, add to cart, and then a new menu appears below that has a check mark to indicate that this item of this postage stamp has been added to our cart. And if we wanted to actually stop here and just purchase this stamp, we can go to checkout, where we will be prompted to a new page of entry forms where we need to enter our name, our address, and it prompts us to choose a password to continue registering, where then we will be prompted to enter our payment information, checking, Visa, etc., our payment information. So this is one way we can do this. Now, one more thing before we leave this site is there is also a keyword functionality. So if we go back to the main page under keyword, let's say we want to find stamps featuring dogs. All we need to do is select dogs in keyword, and we can see a nice list of postage stamps from a variety of countries all over the world featuring dogs. If you're a dog lover, for example, you collect postage stamps with dogs, you can see a lot of great stamps to buy at very reasonable prices for under $1 or about $1 or so that feature dogs. So once again, this is called LBD Topical Stamps. And if you haven't heard of this site or visited it before, you might want to check it out. The next place, and this is a place where I have bought the most of my stamps, is eBay. eBay is a giant hub for buying and selling all sorts of things, and yes, you can buy postage stamps. If we look at the top menu section of the page, this is where we want to enter the type of stamps we're looking for. At eBay, I believe it's more efficient to search stamps by country instead of topic. As an example, if we search again India stamps and select enter, we see a lot of stamps from India. And we can customize our search at the top by price, by best match, which is the default setting, by newly listed, the most recent postage stamps listed to eBay. We can do price lowest first or highest first. So if we want to select lowest first, we can get a sense of different types of Indian postage stamps based on their lowest cost first. You'll also notice, if you can see, that there are bidding options. Unlike our previous website, LBD Topical Stamps, the eBay website allows you to actually bid. There's competitive bidding where you can bid against other customers on all kinds of products, including postage stamps. And this allows the opportunity to really get bargains, because generally the listing price will begin low with the expectation that people will compete and the price will naturally go up. Due to the competitive nature of bidding, it is often challenging to secure your bid and win, but if you are lucky, bidding on eBay is a great way to buy stamps at affordable prices. Now we can also search for a topic, as we did in the previous example. So if we search for, let's say, stamps birds, let's take a look at what comes up. Well, we can see a variety of beautiful postage stamps listed from different countries depicting images of birds. And if we wanted to buy a stamp, all we need to do is click on the stamp that we want to buy. Let's find an example. Here's one right here. We'll click on that, and it'll take us to a new page that allows us the opportunity to either add it to our shopping cart and continue browsing for stamps, or we can buy it. And if we want to buy it, it will prompt you to sign in to register if you're a new eBay user, which you'll have to enter similar personal information, including your name, your address, and your credit card information. If you haven't created an eBay account, you'll want to create one, and this is a fairly quick and easy process. The third website where I have bought stamps at affordable prices is called Delcampe. This website is 22 years old. It is the biggest European philatelic online shop, and it is run by Sebastian Delcampe. You can also find coins, postcards, and other collectibles, and I have used Delcampe for harder to find Jordanian postage stamps. Not necessarily rarer or more valuable stamps, but rather stamps that I either did not come across listed in other places like eBay, or stamps that I really wanted to find but just couldn't find for whatever reason anywhere else. As with the other two sites, you will need to register an account, which is free and can be done so in little time. When we search in Delcampe for stamps, we do not need to enter the word stamp, as part of the word in the search bar is already understood. It would be redundant. So all we would need to do here is, let's say we want to continue browsing for India stamps. I find it best to type in the country and the year. So let's just type in 1977 as an example, India 1977, and let's see what comes up. Well, we see a lot of listings for Indian postage stamps that were issued in the year 1977. Choosing a year is helpful even if you do not necessarily know what you are looking for, because it will categorize the search by date. You will notice that the shipping costs are higher than the previous places we've looked at. Shipping costs tend to fluctuate by the seller, but I have generally found them higher on average than other places. So for that reason, if you use this site for harder to find stamps, it's a good idea to buy multiple stamps from the same seller and combine shipping to save on costs. You can still find some really good deals on stamps. You just have to spend a little more time browsing this site. That concludes my list, and I hope you found it useful. Let me know in the comments section what you think, and if I missed a great and affordable place to buy stamps, please let me know. If you enjoy this content, you can help me out by liking and commenting on the videos and subscribing to this channel for more content like this. Until next time, happy stamping!